know what time it is.
You're off.
Time for the Dr. Tongie
You're not on.
Show.
It wouldn't let me go. Yep.
Yeah?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Give me, I want to show you something. Give me, I want to show you something.
Your grace and mercies brought me over.
Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday to you. It's me, your girl, Dr. Tongie, and we are broadcasting live from the beautiful country of St. Lucia, located right here in the Caribbean. And of course, we're on the home station, KISS FM 105.5 and 105.9. And I am so excited to be here. If you cannot tell, oh my God, I'm like just bursting from the seams. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, TikTok family. Good morning on all social media platforms. I am so excited, seriously, that you took time out of your busy schedule, right, to kind of tune in and see what's going on the Dr. Tongie Show. I'm grateful for your being here. I do not take it lightly nor for granted, okay? I know that you could choose to listen to any station, any program, and you know what? For you to hang out with us for just a few minutes, man, you better come on and know I'm not going to waste your time. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment or two on all of the pages, all right? Just to brighten somebody's day or brighten my day. How about that? Now, you know how we do it, right? I do not dare want to come into another man's kingdom, right? And take over. I know better. So I want to say good morning to this gentleman. You guys know him as DJ Marlon, right? On the ones and twos. I know him as my friend. How about that? And gentle giant. Good morning, good man.
Dr. Tongie, good morning to you. Good morning. Good to be here with you this morning.
Oh, it's so good to hear your voice. You sound so good, dude.
In and out. It's coming in and it's going. And
It's
coming,
going?
it's going.
Oh.
But I've realized
Yeah, man.
what the issue is.
Yeah.
And I'm now working on it to make it
Good.
much better.
Very good.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
That's all I can say about that.
All right, very good. I'll take
Yes.
that. Nothing like your health, right?
That's
Nothing like your health. So thank you so much for being here, dear. Thank you, thank you. Before we get this show started, I've got to say a happy birthday to a very special little guy. He's affectionately known as my Bam Bam, who turns 3 years old today, and he's celebrating his beautiful birthday in Los Angeles, California. So, to my Idris, happy birthday to you. Nana loves you too. Happy birthday to Idris. Happy birthday to you. Thank you so very much to our very own Marla, who did a beautiful shout out to me today. Thank you, baby. I got a chance to love on her right before the show. And I'm telling you, this woman has the Benjamin Button effect. She's not getting older, man. She's getting younger. I ask her, what you doing? She looks amazing. A very special good morning to Miss Lucian, who is a representative of FDL Pest Control, who was not only so kind and considerate once she discovered, all right, this me behind the voice, but she said some very special things like an inspiration to her and the people that I get to serve. And for me, that is surely God's glory, not mine. Okay. I know better than to try to take that. So thank you, Miss Lucienne, for your very kind words. And to the beautiful ladies over at Blue Waters who just were so kind and professional. Thank you for all that you guys do. And last but not least, to my babies at Dance Luray Infant School. You guys are so incredibly loved by me. I miss you when I'm not with you. Thank you guys so very much for showing up and being kind and considerate to your classmates, and being very respectful and obedient to your teachers and the principal over there, and just everybody that just goes along to make that school such an awarding school. So thank you for everyone that does that. All right, this show is truly about encouraging you. It's about motivating you, helping you, loving you right where you are. It's about reminding you that you are so valuable. It's to help you rediscover the truth about who you are and whose you are. See, the show is founded on kingdom principles, and a kingdom is the governing influence and authority of a king over a territory, impacting it with his will, his intent, producing a citizenship of people, that's you and I, who reflect the king's culture, his nature, values, and his morals. See, a kingdom is a real country, y'all. It is. It's where the citizens reflect the king's lifestyle. How about that? And when you think about a principle, it's the original intent of something, the hidden meaning of something. In this case, we're talking God's law, his statutes of conducting our life. It's the principles that have keys, okay? They do have keys that unlock them, and those keys give us access to what is already ours. How about that? You can expect honesty, openness, and sincerity from this show. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to waste your time by giving you my opinion. You didn't get up this morning to hear my opinion, and it's not warranted in God's kingdom. It is not. Now, right after this quick break, we're going to come back and we're going to get into this kingdom principle. It's a woman's worth. We got 3 key principles to a transformative mindset. A woman's worth, 3 keys, 3 principles to the transformation or the transformative mindset. Stay tuned. Have you ever been so challenged in life that you felt like you were all alone? Or perhaps you've had dreams that looked as if they would never come into fruition. Or maybe you've tried again, only to experience failure. If you answered yes to any or all of these questions, then I've got a system that I know will help you move from where you are to where you really desire to be. Would you join me, Dr. Tongie of the Dr. Tongie Show, on Mondays and Fridays from 11 to 11:30 on KISS FM 105.9 and 105.5. It's just what the doctor ordered.
His words so merciful. He still works miracles.
All right, we're back and we're about to get into it. Today, we are taking the time and opportunity to remind ourselves of the importance of us, women. Now, this is no knock on the men. We still love you. But today, we're taking this time to speak life into ourselves, our mothers and sisters, our aunties and grandmothers, our tias, and whoever that special woman is in your life who demonstrated the true essence of womanhood, all while doing what was necessary to not just survive, but thrive. Whew. As I began, to prepare for this kingdom principle, I found it hard not to take into consideration that one of the key principles that solidifies a woman's worth is her ability to operate her life in faith. See, without a faith that is so rooted in God, our creator, it is impossible to not only not please him, right? But I've discovered without faith, nothing survives, nothing thrives. Follow me. Here's a principle. The value of having faith in the ways and things of Christ is a prerequisite for a life that is to be lived from the inside out and is seen in a woman's worth. Here's what I'm saying. Anything God created, he did it with a purpose. That settles it, right? Everything works in syncope with heaven's timing. There is a reason for it. It is. Even when we don't understand the reason, our rooted faith becomes a seeing faith as we grow closer to God. And this closeness allows us to operate in a doing faith. So you got a rooted faith, you got a seeing faith, and you operate in a doing faith. And now the work that we were placed in the earth to do begins. And see, this is evident. This is seen in James 2:17-18. And I'm going to paraphrase here for the sake of time. Even so, faith, if it had not works, is dead. And the writer goes on to say, I will show you my faith by my works. But here's the key to that principle. Spending time in his presence is paramount. This helps us in learning his voice. You do remember what is written, right, in John 10:4-5, where our big brother and Savior, Jesus, describes himself as the good shepherd and says that his followers, us, the sheep, we recognize his voice and he knows us. That's what he said. And they follow. That's what we do. And a stranger they will not follow, but will flee. Our big brother said that about us. How about that? Growing up, my greatest hero was and still is my mother. This beautiful brown-skinned woman who stands about 5 feet 3 inches tall was so very captivating to me. She's short in stature, but tall in character. See, my Annie D was a giant in my eyes. She was a source of strength, fortified with grace and a willingness. She had a willingness to love people, to see the good in everybody. See, she taught me and my sister the importance of being true to yourself. Real talk. My mom was a single mother. She worked 3 jobs at one time just to make sure that my sister and I had our basics. But what she was also doing was showing us that you must be able to depend on yourself. Whew, Selah. Now, this don't mean that you have to be self-sufficient. That's not what she was saying. See, depending on God to sustain you is wisdom. Thinking that you are able to sustain yourself is foolery. She was laying the foundation she knew that we would need to live a life destined for fulfillment and greatness. Principle number 2. Love yourself enough to believe in you. And I really do mean this. See, it's time for us to begin to speak well of ourselves to ourselves, extending the same grace that you extend to others. You're doing it now to yourself. So you were not meant to try to live up to what the world's view about you are, nor their opinion of what your place is in this world. See, remember who lives in you, who knows all about you, and will see that you complete the assignment given to you before you were placed in your mama's womb. That's Psalms 139:16. My eyes saw you unformed substance, your unformed substance. I knit you together in your mother's womb. That's Psalm 139:13. And one of my favorites, you are fearfully and wondrously made. That's Psalms 139:14. But here's the key. If what you think of yourself is not what God thinks of you, then there is no value to what you are thinking. And the enemy knows this all too well. See, his objectives to kill, steal, and destroy you is his only assignment. But no worries, the I am has come. And when you believe his report that the reason of his coming is to ensure that you have life and that more abundantly, my God, then you, my friend, will begin to experience life on top. And that's real talk. When I stopped believing that my past mistakes disqualified me for the promises of God, or what others thought about me was my business, my life took on a whole new meaning. I began to release those mental strongholds that had me stuck, bound, and in fetters. Now, please know this. I didn't get here overnight. It was a process, but I wanted to break free and live. And the only way I could do this was rediscover who God is, his kingdom mandate, and the importance of having a relationship with him every day, not just on Saturday and Sunday. Oops. And the third principle for the transformative mindset of a woman's worth is this. Remember that you have the Spirit of God living on the inside of you. This equips you for this life. It causes you to keep your eyes on Christ, reminding you daily that he is the author and perfecter of your faith. That's Hebrews 2:12-2. Abide in him. You'll discover that your life is found in him. Seriously, when you abide in him. Now, we do not have time to attempt to live outside of him. This doesn't mean that you will always have situations that require you to not use your faith. You will have them. I promise you, you will. It doesn't mean that everything will always go your way. But knowing that the Spirit of God guides you into all truth, helps you to obey God, and empowers you to do his work, is truly a life that exemplifies the spirit of more than an overcomer. And for my scholars, if you're note taking, that's John 16:7 and 13, Acts 1:8, and Galatians 5:16. Here's the key. Will you please make up your mind today that God is for you and nothing can separate you from him? Remember, as you seek God and more of his glory, that he transforms you into the image of his son, our big brother and savior. He does. That's Corinthians 3:18 and Exodus 33:18. In closing, a transformative mindset is vitally important to see what you've never seen before. But here's what you must do. You must relinquish mislabels that were placed upon you. Forget the lies spoken about you and the attacks to your character. Don't worry. Don't worry about the setbacks. God has the final say so. And any disparaging words that were spoken to try to stop you, stop your progress, that's none of your business. Keep your focus. You're on a mission and you will finish strong. For the international woman, I need you to remember this. You are a son of God. Those led of the Holy Spirit are now sons, Romans 8:14. You are more than enough. You are fearless. You are the expressed image and created in the likeness of God, our daddy. You are full of faith. You are hopeful. You are dependable. You are beautiful. Yes, you are. You're a giant. And therefore are not bothered by small-minded things or people. You are resourceful. You are an answered prayer. You are shining even now. You are indeed the righteousness of Christ. You cannot fail. You cannot. And this is the truth, Ruth. Happy International Women's Day to all of the women. Today, you are truly exemplifying a woman's worth. How about that? 450-5477 is the number that you can call to reach us in studio if you have something to say. Or 758-450-5477 to make your contributions known. So I can't ask you, Gentle Giant, about your thoughts on Women's Day, but can you think of a woman that really just, man, I mean, when you think of her, you think of life, you think of your energy, you think of just fulfillment, you think of somebody who just won't quit no matter what they're faced with.
I think about men in my family, and I'm talking about my my aunts, especially to be more specific.
Mhm.
These are some pretty stick by. They're always going through stuff. Never give up. I gotta tip my hat to
Come
these
on.
women
Come on.
because first of all, you spoke about. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I know there are many other women I can identify.
For sure.
But now
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with my aunts
Oh man.
and my mother.
How about
Who
that?
worked very hard.
Yeah.
Very hard to get us where we are today. And you're talking about on behalf of my siblings.
Yeah.
I think she raised some good kids.
How about that?
Yeah.
Isn't that
We made
beautiful?
mistakes. We made mistakes.
Yeah. That's
So did
life,
she.
right?
But I mean, who are you without those mistakes,
Man,
right?
you better know it.
And as you mentioned, people will say things about you. People will call you names.
Yep.
But there's one thing you have to remember.
Yeah.
If they call you names and you're nothing close to what they're calling you, then there's no reason for you to worry about it. You just continue doing what it is that you have to do.
That's it.
But if they call you names of something that has happened to you, that happened to you in the past, then you made mistakes and you've got to know how to go past that and move on. So I'm hoping that our women aren't bothered by the names that people call them sometimes, just move on and just think of this as some sort of encouragement to go forward.
Yeah, I like to liken it to when people try to remind me, of my past. It keeps me on my knees. Yes. How about that? Yes. Because I know I'm not.
Thank you for reminding me.
I know, right?
And reminding me that I've got to move on, right?
Got to go on and do what I got to do.
That's right.
That's why I find it really interesting when people do that, and I don't know their reasoning why, and I never will, and it's just too lofty for me to even try to even imagine why do people try to remind you of your past. I don't get it. I mean, if he doesn't remind me of my past, then who has a right to do that?
Yeah, I think they do. I mean, I think they do because people are just surprised by sometimes how people get out from a situation.
For sure.
And
sure.
There are people who will try to keep you there.
I know.
But they don't know how strong you are.
Man,
so,
you better know it.
Yeah, so I think rather than doing this, what we can do is try to, uplift ourselves and try to see if we can get ourselves on a better path.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've been doing this experiment. I really have. And I've been doing it for years. So it's really not an experiment. It's really just a way of life now. But I love going in the mirror first thing in the morning after I've said my prayers, right? And I literally love talking to Tongie. And I tell her, even you hadn't brushed your teeth yet, you ain't washed your face yet, you still got your bonnet on, girl, you are doing it, And I find myself getting excited and I tell her, I need you to forgive yourself. And I really do mean that. And I talk to myself as if I'm talking to a friend, a real friend, because if you're not a friend to yourself, right? Who can you really be a friend to?
Exactly.
God, man. So I get excited. I don't get excited, and hear me when I say this. I don't get excited because of the new dress or the pearls. They get excited because of me. They're like, oh, she gonna put us on today, girl. I already know she gonna be killing it. And if nobody tells me I tell me I am. And the benefit, right? If you just happen to say something and you like it, that's a benefit for you.
Yep.
450-5477. Before we get to the WhatsApp, I want to say good morning to Merle Kodra. I love you, dear heart. She's watching on Facebook Live. Timo James is watching. We're having a little bit of technical difficulty here, so I'll log out and log back on. But you can definitely catch me on the other pages until we get that rectified. But yeah, man.
Yeah, well, speaking of Merle, let's get to this.
All right.
Good morning, Dr. Tongie and Marlon. Fantastic Friday to you guys. And happy International Women's Day to all our women. Excuse my voice, it's reacting right now.
Really good, dear.
Women's worth. Women are so valuable, as Proverbs 31 says.
Yep.
Who can find a virtuous woman?
Yep.
Her worth is far above rubies. Our problem is too many of our women are living like they have no worth. They have forgotten. They have not understood.
Wow.
They have placed a price tag on themselves. We can't be bought or sold or for any amount of money. No matter what we have gone through or dealing with, we will never change it. We'll never change how valuable we are. We should never allow our circumstances, our past, to define who we are. Too many of us women are disrespectful to their own selves by the way they dress. Look around us and see how our streets, the media are plagued with women who feel so comfortable with being practically naked, gyrating and winding down to the lyrics that are, in fact, disrespectful to women.
Come on now.
But it continues because as women, we give them the market to push it. Why is it that our men seem to be properly covered and our women are advertising body parts? We need to accelerate positive action. A role model to our little girls who seem to be faced with, to be forced, to be adults before children. We are naturally sexy and valuable, and we don't have to go this length. We need to focus on our inner selves. That's attributive lies. Let us stand up and live like valuable, worthy women. Never forget your worth. Wonderful weekend to you guys.
Oh, my. You know, you put so much in there, I can't even unwrap it on this show because we ain't got enough time. But you made some valid points about that self-worth. And I was thinking about that just the other day, how important it is to have self-worth and a positive self-worth about yourself, and I didn't really grasp that until, oh my God, when did I get that? I can't remember when I got it, but when I got it, I knew that it was mine because for so long I identified myself, man. I was a size 20 at one time, and the self-esteem was just, oh my God, it was just the pits. And I really thought that I was just living to get to my next struggle. And I remember so vividly, my husband now says that the sense of struggle will create the struggle. So I'm thinking, okay, that makes a lot of sense. It really, really does. But self-worth, it just goes back to really honoring who you are and seeing yourself in the eyes that God sees, using that perspective to see yourself. It blows my mind when I think about what he thinks about me. It humbles me because it's like, God, how can I live up to what you think about me? How do you do that? And then he just answers, live in me. Oh, okay, all right. So all of my flaws, all of this stuff, you can do something with it. And he does every single day, but you gotta show up. You gotta show up. All right. 450-5477 is the number that you can call. We've got a couple of minutes. I want to say good morning to my cousin Kathy. Hey, Kathy, how are you, man? I love you, love you, love you. This woman right here, I will never forget. She saw me in that moment in 90 something. I think it was 93, 95 when I was, no, 94 when I was about to launch the business, and she saw me working those 3 jobs because I too worked 3 jobs. I did. I was like my mama. And the life that she spoke in me, I will never forget it. And I am grateful. I am so, so grateful for your love and compassion, Kathy. So thank you very, very much. To all of our ladies, all of our women now that are in the throes of getting up, starting over. How do I do this? How do I face my tomorrow? I would say this to you, and I need you to hear me on this. Your end has already been made, and in that end, you win. And what you're going through right now is just seasonal. It is subjugated to change. And I know changes can happen. They really can, especially divine changes can happen suddenly and immediately. So I would encourage you to stand. Stand on his promises, stand on his word. I would encourage you to get back in life and live. Live from the inside out. Smile, man, smile. Like you know that all is well. because in the end, all is well. I'm your girl, Dr. Tongie. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, Kiss FM, for hanging out with us. I love you to the moon and the stars. Ain't nothing you can do about it. The Lord said the same, and the creek don't rise. We're going to do this thing called life again right here. Same time, same station. Thank you. Mwah! Bye. 1, have you discovered your purpose? 2, have you discovered your ability? And 3, are you planning your life's path?